Good morning, students. The story we are taking up today is The Cop and the Anthem. Soapy moved restlessly on his seat in Madison Square. Soapy is the character of this story, and Madison Square is a place which is situated in New York City. There are certain signs to show that winter is coming. That was the time when Soapy was sitting in the park, and winter was approaching, and that he saw some a sign of approaching winter. Birds begin to fly south. Sometimes it is seen that migration of birds starts taking place according to the changing of the climates. As the winter starts coming in certain areas, the birds started migrating from one place to another. That is also the sign of changing certain weathers. So that's when the birds were flying to the south, it was the symbol that the winter was approaching. People want new warm coats, and Soapy moves restlessly on his seat in the park. As we know, Soapy is supposed to be homeless and jobless. And that's a time is supposed to be a testing time for a person who has neither job nor home to live. That it's supposed to be very challenge in the life of that person, especially downtrodden people, poor, who are very vulnerable in their life. When you see these signs, you know that winter is near. When the winter approaching, we find generally the people just wearing warm clothes, wearing coats, and woolen clothes. They start just applying on their body. That's the symbol of winter season. A dead leaf fell at Soapy's feet. When Soapy was sitting there in Madison Square, that a leaf breaking from the branch fell on his feet. That was a special sign for him that winter was coming. In this season, we find generally that the leaves started falling down from the trees, and the trees become leafless. It looks very sad because the greeniness of the trees go away, and the moment we look towards the tree, it gives not so much pleasure, so much fascination, so much attraction as we see in other seasons. It was time for all who lived in Madison Square to prepare. When the people just when the winter starts approaching, the people will have to just prepare themselves according to that, how to fight the conditions, how to just leave themselves. They will have to pre-plan. All the same, it was all the same for Soapy, but Soapy had nothing in his life. Soapy's mind now realized that fact. The time had come. He had to find some way to take care of himself during the cold weather. And when a person who has nothing in his life and in difficult time, he needs somebody to take care of. He need himself to realize, to find out that where should I get shelter in this difficult time, in challenging situation. And therefore he moved restlessly on his seat. And he is sitting there, but he is not in rest position. He is not in happy mood. He is supposed to be very worried regarding his shelter, regarding his food, regarding his clothing, because it was the chilly cold, and he is not going to survive if he has not proper food, proper cloth, and proper shelter to live. Thank you. we will study the very in the very next part.